Welcome to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors. This podcast aims to simplify all aspects of personal finance and helps you make smart and informed choices about money so that you can live happier and stress-free lives. Today's episode is brought to you by Chanda, who is a financial coach and vice president with the doctor practice at MFA, the only company in India having a dedicated practice for doctors.
Hi, I'd like to share today a nice story about a young doctor couple I met last week. They are kids of my already existing doctor couple client, and I had gone to meet them, he and his wife, last week. It was a very, very interesting conversation. See, they're working with a very well-known private hospital in Mumbai, and they are in their early to mid 40s. Okay, so a promising career ahead, passionate to build their practice. They want to learn more, earn more, make a name for themselves. So I think a lot of young listeners out there, doctors, would find yourself probably in a similar situation. Now, as we got talking, and I tried to understand how they take their financial decisions, how they've taken their decisions till now in terms of savings and investing, what their current financial situation is, what they think that their future looks like, what are their plans, if at all, in short term, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 7 years down the line. Some very good topics, good conversation came up. So now they have a 7-year-old son. They are living quite close to their aging parents. The parents are not dependent on them, but as a couple, they would like to be there for their parents for all their needs in their old age. Now they have their own house, and they had taken it on a loan, so their home loan is running. But all these years, or the last 7-8 years, they've only focused on repaying their loan as much as possible. So now they have only about 1 crore left to be paid off. So they're pretty comfortable in that sense. And their earnings are really good. As a couple together, they earn about 10 lakhs a month, upwards of 10 lakhs a month. They have also invested in PPF, and they have EPF contributions from their hospital. They have a sizable amount of investments from the savings that they did, close to about 2.5 CR, which is in some stocks and some mutual funds. They had some gold ETF, some tax-free bonds, and of course PPF and EPF contributes to that. So on the whole of it, at the age of in your 40s, life is good, right? It seems sorted. There are no major worries. But as we talked further, they realized that they hadn't thought about various life needs coming up later in life, though they know that they are earning and they'll manage. But there was no serious thought, calculations done. As and when savings were done, the investments were happening depending upon what they understood and what their close friends and family had advised them. So we started working on numbers, and what unfolded was, it was just amazing to see the clarity this young couple got and the confidence they felt after that they were truly secure, and they can now have the peace of mind as far as their financial goals are concerned. Not that they were worried, but now they just had a clear goal line. They had a clear vision of what they were doing till now in terms of their savings and investment, and how it's going to be mapped to the various things that will come up to in their life. So if we try and understand this, and I'll break it down for you, is number one need that they had is obviously to secure your child's education. So the child's, so when we did the numbers, we assumed that 10 years down the line, 11 years down the line, your child will go for undergraduation, and then there'll be post-graduation. It's possible that he does it in India, where the expenses will be lower. But if he does abroad, the expenses are going to be higher. So you, as Indian parents, you always want to provide for the best, right? So you want to make arrangements for what may come. So when we did the calculations, we realized that his undergraduation and post-graduation today, the cost of that education is anywhere close to 3 crore rupees. an undergraduation of 4 years and a post-graduation of 2 years. About 3 crore rupees if you're planning to do it abroad. When we do the math, with considering inflation in education, the increasing fees, staying cost, travel cost, he realized that he has to make a provision of about 7 crores when his son becomes 18 years of age. So 7 crores was the goal. The good part was, immediately when the calculation was done, he realized that all those mutual funds and stocks and the gold bonds that he had invested in till now, which came to about 2.5 crores, this amount, if it grows in a disciplined fashion, by taking the right calls and by staying invested long term, this amount would provide for all the education goals of his child 10 or 11 years down the line. Through from undergraduation to post-graduation, his child will be sorted. And when he realized that, he was so happy that, okay, I have already done my bit as far as the most important education goal is concerned. The clarity was amazing. The smile on his face that it put was amazing. The second thing was, they said, okay, we are just in our mid-40s, yes, but we do not want to work till 70s, 80s like our father did. We would want to work only because we want to, not because we have to. So we would want to take it easy, we may want to slow down, we want to have that financial freedom at the age of 60. What came about in calculations was that they only need to keep aside about 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees per month as a couple to achieve their retirement goal. They could, by keeping aside 3 lakh per month, and they were earning 10 lakhs upwards, max to max, what would the expenses be? The expenses would be max, along with EMI and everything, about 5 lakhs a month. You're still left with the savings of 5 lakhs. Out of that, you invest 3 lakhs in the form of a SIP. This could accumulate almost 30 crores for them 20 years down the line. Long-term investment, power of compounding, 30 crores is what they needed for their retirement. Over and above that, so this would take care, this 30 crore corpus that they could build in the next 20 years with just 3 lakh SIP can help them survive and live a very, very comfortable life till their age 90, taking into account all their medical needs. When I told them that, they said 3 lakhs is very easy for us to do, which means that if I keep 3 lakhs aside from now, in the next 20 years, I have my financial freedom. And that's so good to know, because these are all things which are possible right now. My kids' education is taken care of. I have a separate bucket for my retirement, which is only achievable by doing a 3 lakh rupees SIP a month. And that is done. My major life goals are achievable. The clarity was amazing. And the other thing that he said was that, and I'm just beginning, this is my growing years of my practice. I have good 15-20 years to go, which means I will be earning more, I will be saving more. And so all the other goals that may come up in my life, which is maybe I may need a bigger house, I may buy a second house, I may have other needs coming up in life. I may look at starting my own practice or building my own clinic or hospital. For all of that, I would still have money to build, because what I'm earning currently and what I have saved till now is providing for my 3 major life goals. And that revelation was like a halo, because it just put him so much at peace. It put him so much at rest. Both the husband and wife realized that by doing this calculation, by mapping their goals to their investments, by having this kind of goal-based investment criteria, it gave them a blueprint for their future, which they now knew exactly what they had to do to achieve their goal. They also knew that everything else that they saved was a bonus, was a surplus, This also helped them to realize ki, hey man, we can also spend. We can spend on some holidays that we've been planning. Of course, we can't take lengthy holidays, but we can definitely take more holidays. It also gave them the cushion to realize that they can take some risky calls. They can take some career decisions in life as they are well protected and they have a cushion in their portfolio. So all in all, I think I came out of that meeting feeling very satisfied that I gave this young couple a direction, not only in their life but also in their careers, some peace of mind and a surety and assurance, which at the end of the day, that is what we all are looking for through our savings, investment, through what we earn. It's not about doubling our money. It's not about getting scared, oh, the market is a bubble, or there is no opportunity in the market is inflated, or worrying about what can go wrong in the markets, or worrying about what will go wrong in life in general, and just focusing on what they know best, what they can do best, focus on their career and lead a happy life as far as money decisions go. So that to my mind really is financial freedom. It's really quality of life that we lead, which I think is somewhere mapped to money, because money is an important enabler. And when we talk about planning for your life goals, this is what we are talking about. We are planning for security. We are planning for peace of mind. We are planning for giving a good education to our kids. We are planning for leading a respectable, self-sufficient life in our second innings. We are planning to be able to be there for our parents. We are planning to provide for our self-actualization goals. We are able to think of giving back to the society. All of this, money is an enabler for us. So let's make those life-centered decisions, not being guided by only returns, volatility in the market, the financial news that goes around and is available at a click of a button, or the tips that is available to us from our friends and well-wishers. Let's just do a goal-based life plan for yourselves and see the amount of happiness that brings to your life. I hope you understood what I'm trying to tell you from this podcast, and I hope it helps you and you're able to do these kind of calculations for yourself. Thank you so much. Keep listening in.
You were listening to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors with Chanda Verma. If you find this podcast relevant and interesting, do share it with other doctors as well. It will be great if you leave a review, share, like and subscribe. You could also let us know if there is any specific topic that you would like us to cover. For any queries or help, you can get in touch with MFA's Doctor Practice Team at 892-800-6140.